All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai, by Shmuel Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is just a quick update on these shootings that's been going on. This is the one that happened in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It says three killed and three injured at in Summers Bar shooting, and I've been to Summers a couple times myself. You know, they're strict with security. You know, to even get in that place, man. You know, but they're gonna explain the story. The guy that shot him is this guy right here, this 24-year-old suspect in Summers Bar shooting. They got the guy, and he's I guess going through his court process right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this video clip.
Yeah, good evening, Tom and Katie. As you can see, the scene is still active as detectives continue to collect evidence within the last hour.
Now, this is when it happened on April 18th, 2021.
We learned there are 6 confirmed shooting victims, 3 male dead, 3 in the hospital, but with one that's an unknown possible victim. As several law enforcement agencies have come together today to piece together what took place this morning, I want to draw your attention to the parking lot. As you can see, there are several cars still parked. A Carthage college student who was inside the bar last night says when gunfire rang out, everyone was told to get down and run, and so many did, leaving everything behind to get to safety.
I was just kind of dozing out, and then you hear shots, you kind of get up and see what's going on.
Peter Pulaski lives across the street from the Summers house and says he first heard 3 gunshots, and as he made his way from his bedroom to living room, he heard several more.
Look out my north windows, and I see people running from the bar this way, people running this way, people running that way. I mean, any direction they possibly could.
It's tough, and it's really hard, and it's just going to take a while for people to heal from this.
Carthage college student Heidi Whitwer was out on the town celebrating with her friends, and the last place on the list for the night was Summers' house.
We go to the bar quite often, so we pretty much know, like, all the people that go. It's a lot of Carthage students because the bar is so close to our school.
But tonight would be different for Whitwer and all inside.
It was really crowded, and then suddenly there was a fight that broke out, and then everyone was kind of put on edge, probably from that, but we just didn't think anything of it.
According to the Kenosha County Sheriff, a man was kicked out of the bar for not cooperating with management and later returned with a gun in hand.
I believe they were out on the patio, the first shot, so I was in the bar, and then we were told, there's a shooter, everyone duck. I feel like fight or flight kind of kicks in, and I was just like, I gotta get out of here.
Local law enforcement say there were gunshots inside the building and outside the building. Now, beyond the yellow caution tape, you can see several evidence markers scattered across the road.
As, you know, a college student, no one should ever have to go through that experience of someone's pulling a gun at your college bar. I mean, that's horrible.
Carthage College was placed on lockdown immediately following the shooting, and it was lifted a little after 6 in the morning. A spokesperson says while no college students were hurt, there will be additional counseling services available today and this week. While a person of interest has been taken into custody, law enforcement say they're asking anyone with additional information to please come forward, and they also want to emphasize that the community is not in danger. Reporting live in Kenosha County, Uba Ali, TMJ4 News.
All right, Uba, thanks for that update. This was the 31st mass shooting in the U.S. just this month. Well, what constitutes a mass shooting? A single incident in which 4 or more people are shot or killed. So far this month, nearly 40 people have been killed, more than 100 injured in mass shootings across 17 states and Washington, D.C. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive. We mentioned this in the second in Wisconsin this month. Here in Milwaukee, on April 7th, the shooting on Capitol Drive killed 2 people and injured 3 others.
All right, and as you can see, there's all type of killings going on everywhere because that's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. But give me 1 second. Damn. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 1, it says, "And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease." And we them same prophets, y'all right there with the elect, we gonna get that same power. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first, Simon, who was called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simeon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. It says, "These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel." Right, and that's what we were sent to. We were sent to the Israelites when we were prophesying in Kenosha, Wisconsin, the Black/Native Americans, and they treated us harshly. We even got into a couple fights. The guy that killed them looks extremely familiar to me, but the guys that were killed look even more familiar. I think Pt.1, the elder of this camp, or the camp head, and Ira, know the guys that were killed. I think I didn't see them around a couple times. Kenosha is a small place. Everybody know everybody, or know of everybody, and know each other business. So but they didn't receive the Lord down in Kenosha. As a matter of fact, you had who rose up down there. You had guys that came up on the Bubble Eye Blackfish that were out there, but they never really taught out there. I think they went out probably like 2 or 3, maybe 4 times. Eventually a lot of them guys later on down the years start claiming that they were Israelites, but they're not doing the work or nothing, man. They just claiming it. Jake and them do everything for as a trend or for fame, whatever the case may be. And then you got some guys that believe genuinely, but they only believe. They're not taking it nowhere farther. So, the Lord, but ever since we have left that place, the Lord has been doing all types of killings in Kenosha, every now and again. Um, and there, at one point in time, you'll never hear anything like that in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You'll hear about fights here and there, stupid stuff, man, for stupid reasons. Now they got killings and stuff that has come to that place, you know. Um, and whether or not they was hiding a lot of it, every now and again you'll probably hear something, but it'd be like the news to cover everything up and whatnot. But it was small. Now it's all in the open. But that's just, all that's been happening is because we left that place through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, because they didn't want to receive his word. Right? Now it says, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Right? And that's what we have been doing. Okay, I'm jumping verse 11, and it says, "And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into the house, salute it, shalom. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet." And we shake off the dust of our feet, man. People didn't want to hear, so we left that place, man. And the judgment has been starting, hitting that place a whole lot. It says, "Verily, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city." Right. So what's coming to America, and coming to America, is going to be worse than what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. And what's coming to America is the nuclear missiles. So Kenosha ain't going to be missed from them nuclear missiles that's going to hit that place, man. We just got sent down there to do the will of the Lord and try to help our people, but they still doing stupid shit, which is, you know, cool shit. The Lord said 2/3 supposed to be cut off and die, and I'm with that. We ain't got time to be playing. It's a good thing through the Spirit that the Lord is speeding this stuff up, man, and turning that place up. But okay, I got another clip.
We start with a deadly crash involving a passenger van. It happened
This is
last
today.
night on 85 North near the 985 split. 6 people were killed, many others hurt. CBS 46's Yasmina Alston is live in Gwinnett County with what we know about the crash and the victims. Yasmina, good evening.
Ashley, good evening. Well, we know the 16 people inside of the van were on the way to Buford when that fiery crash happened. Like you said, 6 of those passengers died. The other 10 were taken to the hospital with injuries. Now, the Gwinnett County Police Department has confirmed that the passengers were part of a sober living group, and we are still working to get the names of the victims. A police spokesperson telling us they were possibly on a way to a meeting in Buford when the van flipped and caught on fire. Right now, investigators are trying to figure out how this happened. They have several theories, but still need some help piecing this together.
This could be a single vehicle accident where he just was trying to merge from I-85 onto 985. But there's also another theory that maybe another vehicle was involved. And we don't know if that other vehicle may have had any physical touch between the passenger van and itself.
And police say that several witnesses did pull over to help the passengers in the van. And now investigators are asking any of those witnesses or anyone who saw anything to contact them to help them in this investigation. We'll, of course, continue to update you as we learn more. Live in Gwinnett County, Yasmina Alston, CBS 46 News.
Thank you, Yasmina.
All right.
Did you know that after 100...
This is Psalm 68:20. He that is our power is the power of salvation. And unto Yahweh the Lord belongeth the issues from death. So the Lord sanctioned death, man. The Lord killing people all over this place, man. And this is this next clip is from the 7-year-old girl who was shot. 7 mean completion. She only had 7 years to live, and then the Lord took her out. In the clip, they're gonna say she was innocent, but we know that there ain't no such thing as being innocent. Everybody who's coming over here, even from what's going on with the so-called Latino tribes, are going to get their judgment, man.
Bond is denied for a man charged with murdering 7-year-old Jaslyn Adams. Tonight, we're learning new information about what police say was his role in the killing and who else may be involved. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jackie Bang.
And I'm Tamon Bradley. Kelly Davis is live with our top story tonight at 5. Kelly.
Good evening, Tamon and Jackie. Marion Lewis appeared in court virtually this morning for his bond hearing. As you mentioned, it was denied, and the state's attorney released some new details about exactly what unfolded 1 week ago today. The judge called it, quote, disturbing, to say the least.